Hey guys, it's Evil Techie. Today I'm looking at the Fidelio L3 on an airplane. Yes, I'm on a flight that's about to take off from Los Angeles to Taipei, Taiwan. It's a 13-hour flight. There's barely anybody on it except 40 other people on this A350, so we'll get to test how well it fares against the engine noise and stay tuned. In terms of performance, here's a strange thing. When I had it plugged into the airplane via the cable in and airplane adapter that's included, I actually had to power the headset on, even though it was kind of like a wired input. And I believe they specifically done that so that you get a decent sound quality out of these. So there's some amplification that's going on. And even though passively you might be using a powerful source, you still want to have that power on so you get the best of a performance from noise canceling with it too. All right, I'm off the plane, and what a long flight that was. It was over 13 hours, and that means I actually had a lot of hands-on, real-world experience with these Fidelio L3s. And I'll have to say, these actually are so comfortable. I wore them for the whole duration of the flight. I even fell asleep during the middle of a movie with these on. And I actually lied flat because there's just no one in economy, so I had the whole row to myself. Even when I lay flat with these on, with noise canceling, I slept like a baby. Just because there's not much protruding parts here, everything felt really well built. It was comfortable. In terms of fit and finish, it feels like something you almost handcraft. It's like a Rolls Royce, and it's so well done. Everything is just so precisely made. There's even though when there's leather, nothing rubs, but there is a gap. Even though the gap is so small, you barely can see it. So everything's so well made and comfortable when everything's adjusted right to your head, even though it feels a little bit heavier than, those plasticky headphones. These are actually well balanced and the way that ergonomics are built. There's just enough foam and padding in the right places that you will never feel that there's anything excess, yet it has enough to make it a comfortable experience. The weight, though, I don't think you would feel it that much. There's just enough padding here that everything feels just right. The tension, I would say, is enough, even for a big head like mine. Overall, it's just a very well built headphones. In terms of the music quality, I would say it's very different than the Fidelio X3. The X3s are balanced, they're transparent, it's a great soundstage, very neutral in terms of sound performance quality. These are just a little bit different. These are close 40 millimeter drivers. They're meant for portability. And it kind of reminds me more of the Fidelio X2. So for people who have listened to the Fidelio X2 or own a pair of those, you'll probably enjoy these a little bit more than the X3s. X3s are more neutral and they're not necessarily analytical. They're just musical yet a balance. They have distinct layers of trebles, mids, and lows. You could hear them really clearly. They're not accentuated. They're just a little bit highlighted. And I would say that a little bit more analytical. So it's fun to listen in the way like the X2s are. And that's a good thing. I think people don't necessarily just want, the truest sounding pair of headphones. If you want that, you probably want, you have really expensive equipment to drive it. But if you're on the go, you want something to be fun, to enjoy the music you want and listen in a different way. I think these are great for that purpose. I haven't heard the Bose QC45 yet, but I think these are better than the QC35, has more adjustments in the app as well than the Bose does. But I would say Sony is still the king of noise canceling. The 1000 XM3, XM4, the latest generation, probably is a slightly step up, but these are almost there. Probably the best, second best in the market. In terms of music quality, though, the sound quality, these are by far the best I've heard. And I've heard about 30 pairs of headphones so far with noise canceling. And these are just so outstanding in terms of sound quality that I think I'll have these as my daily driver for going out and about. Now, battery performance is pretty good. On the whole 13 hours of flight, I had it on. Noise canceling was on as well. And throughout the whole use, battery only dropped about 30%, 40%. So now it's about 60% left. You could get 30 or more hours out of it, even with noise canceling on. Out of the box it worked great and work with the app. There's some fine tuning you could do in the app with custom equalizer settings. And then there's also different ambience modes. So you could choose to pick up more noise or more background noise or more vocal sounds. And there's adaptive noise canceling as well. So overall, it's got basically everything you need, including a IR sensor. So it saves more battery when you take it off too. I'm really impressed with the build quality, with the sound signature of these. And I would say that for $350, it is a great purchase. You know, it's the same price as a Sony, but these are just so much more interesting in terms of sound that these are worth picking up if you're an audiophile. Now, these are still not going to be comparable to your $500, $600 pair of wired headphones, but I would say for $350, they're really fun and really enjoyable to listen to. And I would say these are going to be my daily drivers from now on. All right, thanks for checking out. There's a link down in the description below so you can check it out on Amazon or leave a comment to let me know what questions you have and I'll try to answer them. Thanks.